I went to Sunday school for long enough to be able to stand up and tell the teacher to bugger off. And then I went to the beach. Anyway, the ark, so that's the door. And we've got a container ship, big hole in the side, down comes the door. Ark, no counsellors, welcome, gay lesbians, very welcome. And so in we all go, but no animals. No animals. Took them last time, look at the trouble they've caused. The elephants, you know, you've got to have zoos, everybody's worried about the polar bears, the ice caps melting. Bugger it. Ants. I got bitten by an ant outside the comedy club the other night. Comedy course. Little weedy ant bit me. Bucket. No animals. And it hurt. Not funny, it hurt. Really hurt. So, no animals. Maybe, I got this zebra thing. I got a bit of a thing about zebras. Don't you love zebras? I mean, they are a funny animal. I think zebras, they just never took off. You know, can't you just see the queen on the zebra? That's just, I can't think of a funny gag about the queen on the zebra, other than I think it's a really funny image. Anyway, Charles on the zebra playing polo. Up another zebra's clacker or something. So maybe, but the funny thing about the zebras, because the original ark had 3 levels. It had the top level where the people were, because they were smart. Well, Noah was, and his kids, you know, and his wife, Mrs. Zark, and the little Zarks. But there's a lot of funny things in the Bible, you know, it just doesn't add up. Like if they were the only people left, if just Mr. and Mrs. Ark and the little John and Joan of Arc, she was probably, well, she came about another 500 years later, didn't she? She must have been really good at, you know, with the wrinkles. She probably invented wrinkle plastic or something, but she looked great 500 years later. But anyway, why aren't we all called Zark? You know, why aren't we all? And we'd be really pissed off because everybody with the name Z gets their exam papers last, don't they? You know, I always, you know, H and H was always okay. Yes, teacher. Zachariah, no, you've got a C minus. We got it last. Anyway, so that's why it just doesn't really add up. A lot of things in the Bible don't add up, particularly Noah's Ark, nor does climate change, but I'll get to that. So that's the thing, and with the climate change, knee-deep in water, and we're going to have a board game. You know, you roll a 6, and you've just bought 500 acres of waterfront property in Dubbo, or, you know, roll a 7 and you become a life member of the Surf Lifesaving Club in Alice Springs, because that's where the water's going to come. Australia's going to be a big horseshoe, 600 metres, the rate, it goes up every day, if you notice that. All the climate change people said it keeps going up. Might be a millimetre next year, or it could be a millimetre in 1,000 years. I think 1,000 years is more likely, but anyway, the board game, and that'll be great, and the songs, done that, done the zebra gag. So anyway, I'm sitting there with Mandy, and she's just not getting this at all, because we're going to have 2 comedians, or we were going to have 2 comedians, probably Jim Owen and Mandy Nolan, perhaps her husband as well, because she likes having people over, which is good. You're good to see that, wouldn't it? Jim Owen, and maybe Billy Connolly and Mandy and her husband. You wouldn't believe him now. It's a nasty thought, isn't it? So anyway, and I'm saying this, and she's just sort of says, no, that's not funny. I said, Mandy, you're not getting a seat on the ark.